Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. It is 7:09 a.m., and it is Sunday, and here's little Boogle Boogle Boogle. She was actually inside of her little house today, taking a nap. She's got two houses. She's got a great big house, and then she's got a tiny house. And the little tiny house is just a little bit bigger than she is. And she was inside of that today. So she came out because I just went booga, 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 and was scrabbling at the bedding. And here she is. She's a sweetie, though she is violent and cruel and vicious. And she wants to go back to bed. So I'm going to put her back in her cage. There we go, little one. Don't worry. You're okay. You're okay. She doesn't want to get out of my hand, even though her feet are on her house. She was just hanging on, didn't want to let go. So, thumbs up. She is a cutie. An absolute cutie, even though, like I say, she is vicious and brutal and savage and she bites. But that's because she's vicious and brutal and savage. But she is a cutie. I mean, she's just a hamster. And she's warm and soft and fuzzy. She's drinking. So that's cool. I woke her up. So yesterday afternoon and evening, they were going crazy again. I don't know what it was they were smelling. Whether one of them, where maybe Boogle was in heat, the tail end of being heat, or just starting to go in heat, I don't know. Because she's not acting like a sofa, which is what female hamsters usually do when they go into heat, which is they just plant their feet and then just lift up their tail and stand. But she's not doing any of that. But last night, all three of the hamsters again were meeping. You could hear Mama Squeak running in her cage and then stopping and going, meep! And then Charvy was over in his cage, and he was dashing from side to side. And then when they do this, it's really, really cute, because they'll run around on their 2 feet, and then they do like meerkats, and they go boink, and they go up on their hind feet, lift up their little front feet, and then look around like this. And that is so cute. But he was jumping up like that and looking around and going, meep! And then Boogle here in her cage, of course, was dashing from side to side, and then looking up and going, meep! So all three of them were running around and meeping, and I was like, well, Mama Squeak, bit too old to have babies. That would probably kill her at this age. And Boogle, well, as a rescue, I have no idea how old she is, so I don't want to risk death by having her have babies. So, no babies for her. If I get a younger hamster, and it just happens on its own, I'm not going to plan for it, ethical breeding, because if something goes wrong, I don't have the money or the skill to take care of it. And I would hate to have Mama and all of her babies die, or just have something go wrong with the babies and just be bad. Ethical breeding is important. I mean, it's if your hamsters do what hamsters do, because hamsters going to hamster, and hamsters get loose and hamsters find each other, and suddenly you've got babies. So when stuff happens, you can't do anything about that. You just do your best to make sure they don't get out and get loose and get with each other. So, thumbs up for that. So, as stated, if it happens, then I'm going to be quite happy and have more baby hamsters, because I love baby hamsters. But first, I've got to get more hamsters. And right now, with just my situation, just the 3 of them. Which, probably before too long, will only be 2, because of Mama Squeak's age, so we shall see. Oh, and this is amazing. Remember how I've been saying Charvy had these scratches, and I couldn't been able to tell if the brown coloration around the scratches was fungus. Well, guess what? It's not fungus. His fur is growing back in those patches. I was looking at it last night because he was running and meeping, and so I picked him up. I put my hand down there, and he just went whoop, and he dashed into my hand, and so I picked him up, and I was looking at him, and then I was getting a blob of lotion ready so I could rub it on, and I was looking at the brown spots going, gosh, is that a fungus? And I went, wait a minute, and looked closer, and it's fur. It's his fur growing back. It's not a fungus. He's growing his fur back. He must have scratched because it got itchy where the fur started to grow back. So I keep him lotioned up so that it keeps moisturized and the fur is starting to grow back. So thumbs up. I mean, he's got most of his back is naked, the poor guy. It's just he's starting to grow his fur back, and that's a very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. Excuse me. And this is very, very important, especially in today's world. One of the big things that happens, one of the big things that goes on is, you know how there's outrage, something new every single day to get upset about. That's part of the plan. It's outrage fatigue. When something happens every single frickin' day, you just get lost. You get trapped in your own head. There was a big ex-CIA person who wrote a big post on Twitter talking about things that you have to do. This is stuff that they did in the CIA to keep from losing their minds from just the horrible stuff happening in the world. You have to draw clear boundaries. You have to say, today I'm only going to fight so much so that I can continue to fight tomorrow. And you have to remember that it's not that the outrage, the horror is their plan to keep you outraged so you're fatigued, so that there's so much happening you don't know what to do, so you do nothing. This is all part of the plan. Outrage fatigue. Thumbs up. It was a big thing. I was thinking about that yesterday too. It was about politics and the world, and I'd remembered something and I wanted to talk about it, but I've forgotten it again. It just happened while I was talking about outrage fatigue. It was like bing, and I was like, oh yes, finally I remember. And then by the time I finished talking about outrage fatigue, it was faded and gone. But still, and it's not just a specific U.S. thing, of course. I mean, right now in the United States, they're using that big time. A lot of psychological techniques and tricks straight from World War I and World War II. I mean, this is not a shining city on a hill. Our country is not a shining city on a hill right now. The Trump supporters that I have seen online, on television, and I have been reading about, quite literally are not only pleased as punch that we are tearing apart families and taking all those brown people away from their children, because they're not real people. They're not white. So yeah, the Trump supporters are thrilled that this is happening. They're just apparently, and so far from what I've seen, they are just champing at the bit. They're disappointed that we haven't got the furnaces built yet. They're unhappy that we're not turning immigrants into ashes yet. That's what I see when I look out there at the world. And yes, we know my politics even before this dumpster fire happened in this universe. How I got transitioned to the dumpster fire universe, I don't know. I was supposed to be living in a universe where we had faster than light travel, where people took care of each other. And somehow I ended up in this dumpster fire universe. In the 40s, the United States of America got together and fought with the rest of the world to put down fascism and Nazis and all this stuff. And now in 2018, we're the fascists. We're the Nazis. The World War II people who fought to destroy this stuff aren't even all gone yet. So they must be thrilled as punch watching the entire country dashing towards authoritarianism. Thumbs up. Me, I don't want there to be camps. I want my, and I say my because I consider myself to be part of the tribe of human beings that cover the planet. I'm not a part of the white people tribe. I'm not part of the North American tribe. I'm not part of the United States tribe. I'm part of the world, and I want everybody in it to be happy. I don't care about skin color or your particular beliefs or what you do, as long as you're not hurting people, of course. It's just, we're all frickin' people. And if one person's unhappy, we need to do something about that. Injustice is wrong. I get so frickin', I shake with anger over minor injustice. What's happening now is outrage fatigue. I don't know what to do. I am impotent with anger. Not impotence, you know, impotent anger. You don't know what to do with your anger, sort of impotence. Just the stress. Why not? So I don't know what's going to happen in the world. I'm not thrilled. I'm not happy. I like people and freedom and justice and happiness, and that ain't going on. And especially when you've got the intense irony of the people. There's the it's ICE, you know, like the, I don't know, immigration control, whatever ICE stands for in the US, that they're ripping children apart and putting them in camps and then sending their parents back away because there was never a plan to reunite any of the children that have been taken away. There was never a plan. That was not the idea. The idea was to take them out, separate them, and if the parents die, good. That's less trouble. They're not unhappy about what's happening with the camps. They're just unhappy that there's no furnaces belching black smoke yet. But, outrage fatigue or not, I do want to say other things because that's their plan. You have to drop the outrage to recharge your psychic batteries every once in a while. Michael Sorenko bought me a tablet the other day, and I showed that off, and I've mentioned it. The case for the tablet showed up yesterday. Very, very cool. It's hard plastic, so I don't know how long these sort of, like this is for the on-off button. It's not an actual switch, it's just a strip of plastic connected here and connected here. Well, when you move things, that causes fatigue, and then fatigue causes stress, stress causes tears, tears cause breaks. How long does something like that last? As long as you can continue to press the buttons through it, that's fine. I mean, if they last 5 years or 5 days, that's okay, as long as you can still reach the button inside. What I needed, what I wanted, was something that would protect it for when I inevitably, because I've dropped it already a few times, for when I inevitably drop it, it's not going to just shatter. So this is very cool. And it's got this, which is very, very difficult to get to if you can ever figure it out. My difficulty is I can't remember how to get into it. Well, it's a clip and one side, so you can set it up, and it holds itself up at an angle, and then you can watch things, and it's got the triggers and stuff. So that's very cool. There is a keyboard showing up for it, because unfortunately, with my great big sausage fingers, it's really hard to type on virtual keyboards. I got thick, stubby sausage fingers, so thumbs up for that. I can work it. I can do things. It's not impossible, but when I'm typing on these, because my fingertips are so wide, it's hard to press the tiny button. So, but this is the case, and it's very, very cool, very awesome. Thank you very, very much. Definitely a thumbs up. Good golly, Miss Molly. There was some more stuff, of course. There's always more stuff. I mean, there is. Life is amazing. It's filled with stuff. Definitely a thumbs up. Yesterday I took my shower. Yeah, so let's see. I've taken my meds, and that's a good thing. I drank soda. Yeah, thumbs up. I woke up early and late. I was up at 3:30. Had to get up out of the deep sleep, head downstairs, because my bathroom is downstairs off the kitchen. Wide awake at that point. Come back upstairs, go to bed. I had my alarm set for 5:30 for just in case. Apparently I turned it off. Woke up at 10 to 6. I hate turning the bloody thing off when I'm asleep, because I'll go to bed and turn my alarm off if I want to turn it on, because I don't always. Usually pain wakes me up, but there's just times so it's like, boy, it's like 1:30, I need to set my alarm, or God, I'm so tired right now, I need to make sure. And I'll set it periodically, and usually pain's got me up well before the alarm goes off. This time I turned it on to make sure, and then turned it off while asleep. Thumbs up for that. I'm quite sure I woke up probably at 3:30. I turned it off. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people. It is a range of 20 to 25 because I have widower brain and post-acute withdrawal syndrome. I've got depression, bipolar disorder, brain damage from my alcoholism, Oy vey. I'm getting better. Slowly, it's getting easier to remember and think things, but my concentration is horrible. So, even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, I get lost. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I do my very best. Here in the United States, we're good at a lot of things. It's the news of what's happening with our government is just so horrible, but good stuff still happens, and that's good. And I'm not reading the comments right now. That's what it was. I'm thanking you for having left a comment. It's a good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. Thank you for having left a comment. That is the important part. Thank you so very much. So I'm calling up my crew. We have Dylan Peschel. Thank you very, very much. And JS32DV. Thank you very, very much. Zanderich. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. Daniel Ernst. Thank you very, very much. And Demony BS. I think. Thank you very, very much. Christian, thank you very, very much. And Kathy Kitscat, always good to see you in the comments. Brian Glenn, thumbs up and thank you. Stoneman Steve II, thumbs up and thank you. Swag Gang 777. And looks like Japanese, and then Fatih, Fatih, thank you very, very much. Mystique 77 fan, thank you very much. And then we have Tim Rosenberry. Thank you very much. Dylan M2, greatly appreciated. Rune Scarning. That's a heck of a name, thank you. And then we have That's Bananas, sure is, I agree with you. Goofy AJ07 Roblox, thank you very much. And Marco Garcia, greatly appreciated. Dezian, thank you very much. Sergio Villalobos.mp4, I sure hope I'm close, thank you very much. Pascout, I hope. Thank you. Jester of Smiles. Greatly appreciated. Anorexican. I like the name. Thank you very, very much. And the Andrew 311. Thank you very much. And last but not least, Charlotte Rebel. But still, you know, thank you, everybody, for having left me comments. As stated, whether you are somebody who's an absolute scumbag, an absolute wonderful person, or just a person, thank you for having left me a comment. It is appreciated. I do appreciate that. Even troll comments, you get me out of my head. I got to deal with you. That is important. Thank you very, very much. Really quick, I've got an Amazon wish list if you wanted to check that out and support me in some fashion without sending me actual money. I've got like hamster food and board games and all the way up to heavy duty stuff like PS3 and such like that. So no matter where you are on the spectrum, that's where we are, of financial stability from dirt poor to idly rich, there's something for everybody. So check it out if you'd like. Do not feel obligated, but if you'd like to, please do. Thumbs up. Thank you. I also have Form of Praying Mantis. All sorts of links down below in the show more. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. Forgot how to speak English there for a moment. Google Plus. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, that would be very awesome. I'm always riding the edge of financial ruin, and I don't want to be homeless. Thank you all so very much. I do appreciate each and every one of you. You are beautiful and awesome people, just like my Patreon.com patrons. Very beautiful, very awesome. Thank you so very, very much. It is appreciated to no end. Again, roof above my head, thanks to you. If you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. Thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. So, I was going to say thumbs up. I meant to say sorry. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. I would greatly appreciate that. I would understand if you don't want to, but if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. And time ends when I die. So literally, I can keep you entertained until the end of my universe, which will hopefully be more than like 2 or 3 months. Definitely a thumbs up on that. 19 minutes and 15 seconds. Holy smokes. I've got hopefully a reaction video coming up on the channel, hopefully a game video for this channel, hopefully a game video for the game channel. I wanted to live stream yesterday after I had my 4 daily videos done. I was just too tired. I took my shower yesterday morning. Hopefully I can get that done today. Definitely a thumbs up. Ow! Oh! I gotta call my dentist. Right here, it is so sore. All I did was tap my jaw, my dentures together, and oh! I got a pressure sore under there. Thumbs up. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very, very good thing. You know what I have found that really, really helps wounds? Vaginal secretions.